Hey, this is Mark Williams with Swine BBQ. Today I got the Grilla Silverbac fired up. I'm going to show you how I do no wrap ribs. This is a simple recipe. It's really easy to do. It takes about 4.5 hours. We're not going to wrap them, we're just going to season them, let them cook, and not worry about it. This is a great recipe for them lazy Sundays. Let's get started. Today we're cooking with Bear Mountain cherry pellets. Get the lid shut. We're going to be cooking today at 250. So she's set. While this comes up temp, we'll get these ribs prepped. We'll be cooking ribs shortly. We got the Silverbac out there. It's already coming up to temp. All I'm going to do to these ribs is get the membrane pulled. Looks like one of them's already had it pulled. We'll get this one here. I just simply take it in the middle, grab a paper towel, kind of work your fingers all the way across, and pull it off. There may be a few pieces you miss. Just pull them off best you can. We're not going to do a lot of trimming of these. These are just eating ribs for dinner. They don't look too bad. They got a good marbling, good fat content. Now for seasoning, I'm going to use our very own Mississippi grind. You're welcome to use whatever you want. I would say be careful with seasonings with a lot of sugar. Now since we're only using Mississippi grind and no AP, we're going to put a medium to heavy coat on these ribs. We're not using a binder. Like I say, this is as simple as it comes when it comes to making ribs. Do the same on the back side. I always like to pat it in a little bit. Now you can see that rub starts to sweat pretty quick. That's what I like to see, but I'll come back. If I got any light spots, go ahead and touch them up. Now that we got the ribs seasoned, as soon as that pit gets up to temp, we're gonna get them on. I'm not gonna worry about letting these sit out here like I normally would on a contest rib. We're just doing a good eating rib. Keep it simple, we'll get them out there on the pit, it won't be long. So this Silverbac's come right up to temp. We're gonna get these ribs on. Just get them placed center of the rack. I'm gonna kind of scrunch them up a little bit. So we're gonna let these ribs go about 4 hours. I may come out and check on them here in about 2 hours just to be safe. I think at about the 4 hour mark, we should be sitting at the 200, 205 internal. They're gonna be perfectly tender and great eating ribs. All right, we're 2 hours in. Let's see what they look like. You can tell we got good color, not getting too dark. Got a few little spots where blood's come to the top, but I'm not worried about that. We'll get them back in here. I say at this point, probably another 2 hours, we should be done. All right, so it's been 4 hours. Let's check them out. Man, they got really good color. At this point, I'm not even worried about temp. You're just going by feel. I just use this probe to go between the bones and they are super soft. Just for giggles, they're temping, 210. You know they're done. So let's get them off. Got great color. We'll get them in, let them rest for a few minutes, and then we'll break into them. These ribs have been here resting for about 10 or 15 minutes. And as you can see, they got great color. The bark on them's perfect, and you can see they're still holding together on their own pretty well. They're super tender. Just as a quick recap, this is a super simple recipe. We just started with some St. Louis cut ribs, put a heavy coat of Mississippi grind on them, and let the pellet grill do its work. If you're using a different cooker, all you want to do is just watch your color and tint them with a little bit of foil if they start getting dark on you. It's no big deal, just keep an eye on them. They smell great. I'm anxious to see what this texture is going to be like. So let's go right to it. We got two slabs that both look really good. We'll crack this one right here. Of course, you can see it pulls apart really well, but still stays on the bone. See what it's all about. That flavor is great. You really can taste the pork, and the texture on these are perfect. And they're still packed full of moisture. I mean, to be no wrap, you can tell these ribs are by no means dry whatsoever. Can't beat a good pull apart rib like that at home. And being there on that pellet grill for that amount of time, not being wrapped, you really have a good mild smoke flavor that complements this pork really well. That's a wrap for us today at Swine Life. We appreciate y'all checking this video out. If y'all got any questions, shoot us a message on Facebook or Instagram. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see y'all next time.